wait. So, Surah 230 tells you, you divorce woman, and then if you decided to take your wife back, your wife needs to go and sleep with strangers. How does it make you feel knowing Allah with all of his wisdom ask your wife to go and sleep with strangers so that you can be happily ever after? You can live happily ever after.
I left a comment, and I left a long comment about geometry 24 number 1 and about the treating of women in the Bible. I guess if you read it, you will have the same subject it talk about. To divorce a woman and that you're not allowed. If you divorce her once, you can take her back. You divorce her twice, you can take her back. If you divorce her for a third time, you're not allowed to go back to her unless she get married and she get divorced again. And the marriage, it should last, and there should be a period of space that she's allowed to come back to you, and the period is almost 4 months. So
can you open the verse and read it to me?
I will explain it to you.
No,
so
I don't want you to explain it to me. Open the verse and read it to me.
Okay, let me
go and get it.
Let me get.
You go and get that.
Give me your Quran. Open it on the verse. You know it. Why don't you open it? Yeah, open it.
Which Quran do you want her to give?
Anyone.
10 different ones.
It doesn't matter. There's billions of Quran all around the world. You can open anyone. You will find always the same.
They are not the same. I will debunk you on that. Just wait.
I already told you once when you.
So, I read the verse to
you.
Open
the one with Arabic translation. Islamic critic, they block me again.
Behave.
Okay.
Like Christians get blocked from Muslim channels. No one says,
okay,
you got blocked and then you are upset again. You get this one. Oh, sorry, 230. I'm sorry. This one. So I read the English one, okay? And if he has divorced her, then
can you start with 232 first, because from 232
232.
Yeah.
No. Because I'm gonna read this 230.
Yeah. 232.
So I start with 230.
You open for me the wrong one then, because you say 230.
Yeah, 230.
Yeah, but this
that's
one.
That's not 230. This is 230.
Look, okay, because we're going back.
Okay. And if he has divorced her, then.
Why don't you start with this one?
So you want me to read it from 229?
29, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it starts from 228.
Okay,
so
you read
the
228, 229, and then I read the 230.
Okay.
Sharing is caring. Read it.
Okay. I'm gonna start to read 227, chapter 2, verse 227. It starts. But if their intention is firm about divorce, Allah bears and know all things.
We are talking about halala. Do you want to come, brother?
Divorced women shall wait concerning themselves for 3 months period. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying the women should wait 3 months when they get divorced.
Because Allah didn't know in the future they will have.
No, for them to know.
It will be easier
Allah know if they are pregnant or not. But if somebody is pregnant and her first 2-3 weeks or 4-5 weeks, she not going to know, because the first 40 days till she find out if she didn't have her period, which means that she's pregnant. So
Wow, that's very awesome knowledge.
The 3 months is the period for divorced woman to wait, and if she find out that she is pregnant, and she still want to divorce, she need to give to wait. She's not allowed to marry somebody else till she give birth and she be clean. Then she can marry another. Let me carry on. So, concern themselves for 3 months period, nor it is lawful for them to hide what Allah has created as their womb. So, if they are find to have a child in their womb, they are not allowed to hide it from their husband,
So
the father of the
I
child.
think it self-explains. Just let's read it quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they have faith in Allah and the last day, and their husband have the better right to take them back, so they are not allowed to go and marry somebody else if their husband wants them back. That's back. Is that period if they wish for reconciliation, and women shall have right similar to the right against them, according to what is equitable. But men have a degree of advantage over them. So the man have a degree of advantage because he's the one responsible for his wife and what's in her belly, the children.
Because man doesn't make a baby.
Man makes a baby, but
Man
the
doesn't
baby
carry the
grow
baby.
up.
Man doesn't become a baby. Man doesn't become a pregnant.
Man leaves the seed in the women womb.
Man doesn't
and-
become a pregnant. Let's
and-
move on, yeah. That's not like just
okay,
move on.
okay.
Okay?
Now,
So because man doesn't
verse-
become a pregnant, man doesn't carry baby. So
no,
they're
he leaves the
have
seed in the
degree
woman.
over them.
He
Yeah.
leaves the seed in the woman womb. Anyway, 229. Let him change the batteries, and I speak. Come closer. Why you too far? Come, sit next to him. Come.
Yeah, here doesn't matter if camera is far or if camera is close. They can still hear your voice first thing, and still you look the same. It doesn't make you look younger. And if camera is closer,
I'm not
it
asking
will
to be younger.
It will show your gray hairs. You don't want that.
On 6th of March, I have now become 56 years old.
Yes, you look okay.
Alhamdulillah. I look okay, yeah.
I can see all your grey hairs now.
You know, white hair, but what can I do?
Gray hair. They call it
White,
gray hair.
yeah, gray, white, it doesn't matter.
I don't know why they call it gray, but it's actually white. But that's different topic.
Sorry for the interruption, but it's...
Want me to pause it? Too?
No, it's fine.
okay.
So Surah 2, 229. Continue.
Chapter 2, 229. Chapter 2, verse 229. A divorce is permissible only twice. After that, the husband should either retain their wife together on equitable terms, or let them go with kindness. This is the rest, yeah? It's not lawful for you, men, to take back any of your gift or dowry from your wives, except when both parties fear that they would be unable to keep the limit ordained by Allah. If you judge or do indeed fear they would be unable to keep the limit ordained by Allah, there's no blame on either of them if she give something for her freedom. So if there's dowry between men and women, and she say that I will give away this dowry just to get divorced, it's allowed and permissible, as she give it just to get rid of her husband if in case she won't divorce. But he can divorce her twice, and he's not allowed to take her back before she get another. So before she get divorced from the other husband.
Who is the other husband?
After she get divorced and she wait her time period of 3 months, and from the other husband, if he so divorced her. Let me carry on till there is no blame to either of them if she got something for her freedom. There's limit ordained by Allah. So do not transgress them. If any do transgress the limit ordained by Allah, such person is wrong. So if somebody is not apply the law of God, that means he's an oppressor and going against God's law. Now 230, chapter 2. So if a husband divorces his wife irrecoverably, he cannot after that be marry her until after she has married another husband and has divorced her. In that case, there is no blame on either of them if they feel they can keep the limit ordained by Allah. Such is the limit of Allah.
So let me ask my question. Thanks for reading.
Thank you.
So now you divorced your wife for the 3rd time. You want to take your wife back. Your wife is gonna marry with that Muslim, and then that Muslim is gonna divorce your wife for your wife to reconcile with you. When she comes home after she slept with someone else in the intention to coming back to you, what kind of conversations are you gonna have with her on her first night? Is it gonna be, Habibi, I love you so much, or is it gonna be, Habibi, what did you do? Or tell me what kind of sex did you have? You slept with strangers just for me, Habibi. I love you.
Yeah, that's a good question. So,
Did you taste her juice?
Was it apple juice? Was it orange juice? What was the taste?
What juice was it, Yahya? What juice was it?
To be honest, each woman have her sense of fragrance, and if the man, after he divorced his wife 3 times, and another man have smelled her fragrance, and even he didn't like her and divorced her, and her first husband, he's still keen on her, I don't find it a problem, because the guy, he is in love with her. I don't understand why he divorced her at the beginning if he in such love with her.
I think that's something also in some point I agree with you. There is the part I don't understand. I don't understand the wisdom of Allah when Allah forces women to go and have sex with stranger. I don't understand the wisdom of woman or the mind of woman. What kind of woman would go and have sex with stranger and then taste his juice or her juice and then come back to the first husband like nothing happened? That's the thing I don't understand. What kind of mindset does Islam give you the moment you say, I worship Allah Almighty? The moment you say, I will fully submit to Muhammad, suddenly your heart is been taken out, given to the dog, or the whatever, which animal eats the heart, whatever. Now you are heartless. Only not you are heartless, but your brain cells stuck in fridge, and they are frozen, they don't work. What kind of mindset would be quite happy to go and have sex with a stranger in the intention to go back to first husband? Can you please explain that mindset?
I will try to explain as much as I possible can, and please don't interrupt me. I don't know why you put it in a way that when this woman, she got divorced and she went and get married with another person, and after, let's say, 1 year or 2 years, she got divorced from this man, and her husband, he's still keen on her to, maybe they have children or they have an intimate relationship, and he want to come back to her. Why you putting it in a way that it's all about sex? Because a man it's not about only sex. It's about relationship between a man and a woman. Maybe they have their own problem, and they come to settle it down, and he divorced her, and she went and married, and then she somehow is still available after she got divorced, and he's keen on her. So why not? This is a marriage. It's marriage. Wait, it's marriage, and it's a lawful way by marriage to enjoy sex.
Let me respond.
Respond.
I heard the story you told, and I'm not that much movie person, but I believe if I turn on BBC, even ITV, I can watch the similar movie. A woman is divorced, life is awful divorce. She went to Costa, she met with someone, she married, and then marriage was hard again. She got divorced again, and then a year after, again under the moon, she saw you and she remembered you were her first love. That happens on the movie, and it's a good movie. But the problem is, the description Quran is giving to you is not when you divorced, woman went and then met with someone under the moon or under the stars, and then got divorced after a years of marriage. That's not the verse or not the story Quran is telling. The story is Quran telling is, you divorced him, you divorced her, you woke up in the morning, you can't find your socks, you can't get your breakfast, you don't even know how to do the laundry, you don't even know actually where are the clean dishes, you never done anything in the house, now you remember, where is my wife? Oh, I divorced her yesterday, I want her back, I need her, I never knew I love her so much. That's the moment when you can't find anything. She's the one and only love you have. You want her back. How do you get her back?
You have to wait 3 months till she check if she's pregnant or not. In case she's not pregnant and she get married with somebody else, you have to wait till he divorce her. When he divorced her, she have to wait another 3 months. Then you have the pleasure to come back to her. And now let's talk.
That's a pleasure. Just a moment.
No. I have a question. I have a question. Let's open your Bible and see how your Bible treats the divorcee women.
Yes, we will open that. By the way, not to treat the divorcee woman, because in Christian scripture you cannot divorce. So let me just put it in the context. So Yahya, I know issue is not your wife went and slept with stranger. Issue is whole 6 months. She had to wait 3 months until she go and have sex with someone else, and then have to wait 3 more months until she figures out she's not pregnant from that sex. Whole 6 months.
She was
What
married.
are you gonna do without socks? What are you gonna do? Not knowing where are the clean dishes. What are you gonna do? No one cooks food for you now, Yahya. Still you are without missing socks. House is messed up.
No underwear.
If you're
No
talking,
underwear, it's all messed up.
Hatun,
It
if you're
is-
talking about
I
me,
can understand it is very hard life for a man who causes his wife to go and sleep with stranger in the intention of saving the marriage.
Okay.
It is very hard. It is so hard. Who cares about the woman who went it's good, brother, thank you. Who went and then tasted juice of strangers? Who cares about her feelings? All we concern is poor man. Whole 6 months without socks, without clean dishes, without food,
Clean underwear.
dirty house, not clean underwear. Everything is messed up.
Alright.
He can't even separate recycling rubbish and non-recyclable rubbish. And all happens is, this poor woman, soon after she get divorced from the sex she had with a stranger in the intention of coming back to the husband, all she's gonna do is now think about on her first night with her first love, all she's gonna do is, oh, I need to be quicker to make sure my husband got all the socks correct. I need to be quicker, make sure my husband gets the dinner on time so I don't end up in that situation. Yeah, my question was very simple. What kind of mindset woman has? Woman is quite happy to sleep with a stranger for 10 minutes in the intention of coming back to the first husband. Would you agree with me? Soon after she identifies herself as a Muslim, her brains are frozen. Brain cells are frozen. Switched off or frozen. They don't move. Okay? Therefore, she doesn't do any thinking. Because if woman, doesn't matter if any human being is thinking, they would say, there is something not wise at all in this. I have to marry with a stranger to come back to my first husband. And of course, I would question the mindset of man, even though whole 6 months without socks, without clean underwear, what's wrong with you, brother?
Listen to what she's saying.
listen,
Whole 6 months, life is very poor for you, but how can you take her back? How can you on your first night, are you gonna tell her, Habibi, thank you for what you've done to save our marriage? Or are you gonna say her, I didn't know you love me so much. Let me make you to bark like a dog or use her. What's gonna happen? What is happening in her brain? What is happening in her heart? What is happening in the first husband's heart and brain?
okay. When you talk about me, if you're talking about me, if in case I divorce my woman, I will try to cook to myself. I will try to iron my clothes. I will try to fold the bed and nice, and the socks. Don't worry about the
just
socks
broke
because
my heart.
I will buy 12 pair of socks and get a new one. And I know how to use the washing machine. Regarding the sexual desire of myself, when I will feel sexually erected, I will masturbate.
Aroused, not erected.
I will
Sexually
masturbate.
aroused, not erected.
I will masturbate and try
Get a Mutah.
or fast.
Is that allowed in Islam? Is that allowed in Islam?
Masturbation is allowed in case.
Where does it say?
Well, I'm gonna explain it to
Give
you.
me the
Allow me.
Quranic verse for that.
According to
I
me,
can't believe I'm talking about this thing.
according to me,
Is that hadith or?
according to me, not hadith. According to me,
This is Yahya's hadith.
Yahya's hadith. According to me, to prevent unlawful intercourse, you're allowed to masturbate just to kill your desire and not go and pay 20 pounds or 25 pounds, as she said, for 3 minutes or 15 minutes. So you save yourself from adultery by masturbating. You save yourself from adultery.
It is good that you see Mutah marriage as adultery. It is good that you see Mutah marriages as adultery.
That will teach you not to divorce your woman, because you already have paid the dowry, so you don't have to do your socks, do your food, and masturbate.